but for me to make disability a more positive thing, to make it more positive, you have to start using language which is more neutral. I think that's where the phrase like wheelchair user comes from, as opposed to wheelchair bound.
There are lots of other phrases that you can use to describe someone. So it's not necessarily about pity, but stigma is the issue.
Yeah.
I would describe myself as a mental health system survivor or a mental health support service user if I'm actually using services. Historically, mental health service users don't identify themselves as disabled people. A lot of them don't, because they don't acknowledge the oppression that is behind that, because it's words that have been used very badly for centuries.
There should just be neutral language.
Yeah. Yeah, not sort of comparing who's worse off than...
But a little like you would say that you're blind for shorthand, I would say I was severely disabled because I can't move my arms or my legs, per se.
Does that make any difference whether it's in language addressed to you or to or about other people?
Yeah, it's a good point, I think it does. Because language is always used in context, isn't it?
That might be quite similar, because am I right in thinking that spastic originally was a specific medical...
Yes, it is.
It still is.
Yeah. But then you had the Spastic Society, and then when spastic became, used as an insult and a negative thing, they renamed themselves to scope. And I think I originally heard this from you, Natalie, that sometimes now kids use scopy as an insult.
Yes, I've been told that too. I never actually heard it myself, but I have been.
Seems very nice.
It's a well-informed rumour.
I think it just really illustrates how language really shifts anyway. The word spastic became quite derogatory. There's quite a few other words out there that are derogatory now. For example, cripple's one of them. But what did I hear the other day? Window licker.
Window licker?
Yeah. And that was like, wow, I've never heard that one.
What did that mean?
I think it's the idea of lots of disabled children, especially I would assume children that have got attention deficit disorder or hyperactivity disorders, that go on in school buses and they look out the window. I would imagine.
I guess so.
And that's quite...
I suppose it shows how,
but it does show you
if
how
people want to be insulting, they'll find a word. They'll either grab onto a word that's got certain connotations, or they'll invent one.
I think as well, if you go back with the phrase learning difficulties, if you go back kind of 20, 30 years, it used to be the mentally handicapped. And then that changed to educationally subnormal.
Yes.
ESN. Horrible, isn't it? And that has now progressed to learning difficulties. So language has moved on, but it's almost like the phrase becomes normalised and then broken up.
Actions speak louder than words, as they say. I'd much rather have contact with, talk to, work with people who use all the wrong words, if we agree what wrong words are, and that they do the right things, and they do positive things, and they're open to change, and they listen to people. That's much better than someone using all the supposedly correct words, but doesn't know why or doesn't have any desire to change things.
I think a lot of disabled people get hung up on the word handicap, and there's the belief that it comes from begging, cap in hand. But interestingly...
Oh, it doesn't.
No, exactly, it doesn't. It comes from jockeys who were told to keep their cap in their hand to stop them going so fast, to fix races. So it's quite interesting, isn't it? So in effect, actually, handicap is actually the right kind of word to use, but it's a big no-no at the moment. And I suppose crick is one of those words, cripple. If me and Catherine were talking between ourselves, I might sound like such a crip, as a completely throwaway comment. But I wouldn't ever dare say it to you in a public arena, because people would think I was being really insulting.
I don't like the word political correctness, I suppose, because it can too easily be used to stop people talking about issues which are important, to stop people talking about language and behaviour and how we treat each other.
There was a lady in this road who, some years ago, who was backing her car, nearly ran me over. And she said, well, I'm sorry, that was on my blind side. Oh! She may have apologised and anything wrong me over afterwards as well, but she was far more concerned with the
Than the fact that she nearly just ran over.
Yeah.
Language makes me laugh. One of my favourites is electric chair, because
Yeah.
apparently used the phrase electric chair, even though I did all through my childhood, because obviously you're talking about the thing in America that kills people. And you have to talk about powered wheelchairs.
Around mental health, you're always told, right, people that don't really understand, to pull yourself together. That is the, oh God.
Well, just cheer up.
Just cheer up.
Yeah.
The other word that really winds me up is special.
Yeah. I've always not liked that word.
Special.
Yeah.
Special needs.
Referring to me or other people.
Well, it refers so much. We wonder, I heard discussion on this the other day, I think. They said, you know, wonder what special fried rice is. But I wondered, could I have a choice of ordinary fried rice? And what's the difference?
But you see, I went to a special school,
So did I.
and to me, special school wasn't special. In fact, actually, it was really bad. And special implies that we need something extra. Well, special needs to me is a bit misleading anyway, because everyone has the same needs. It might be different how we get those needs met, but the need is the same. We all need to eat. I don't have special eating just because I can't feed myself. I just need to eat. I might need assistance, but it's not special.